yards shy of there at the 24. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run. Robinson. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 27.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 16, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throw left side going to be caught by Chenault. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. On 3rd down, Henry. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Tannehill on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. Robinson a 1st down and then some. And finally brought down at the 43. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
That's caught by Hollister. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now with Robinson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. Touchdown! Dan Arnold. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Henry running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reynolds. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw is Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up.